So when we are talking about community, of course, one word in Sanskrit for community is Sangha. Sangha with H means community, and Sangha without H means what we call sadhu Sangha, or association. So it's interesting that the two words are close to one another, with just one letter of difference. So community, group, and intimate association. Sangha means satsanga or sadhu Sangha. As we were talking, I think, yesterday, I like to define it. Satsanga, you have heard the expression satsanga. So sat means something that is true. And Sangha, as Krishna uses it in the Bhagavad Gita, also Sangha means attachment. So sadhu Sangha, we can say association with devotees, or satsanga also can mean attachment to truth, which is the actual idea of association with devotees. Sat also has to do with being honest. That the Bhagavatam begins saying, Dharma praito kaitavo traparamonir matsaranam satam. So a devotee is called satam, which means someone who is truthful or honest. That's an interesting definition. I like how Krishna says in the Gita. If you go to the Gita, one of the few verses in which Krishna uses the word sadhu, which generally we translate as a saintly person, one of the, arguably the most famous verse where Krishna resorts to this term sadhu is the verse 30th birth of the 9th chapter of the Gita. Apichet su-duracaro vajanti mamanani bhag sadhur eva samantavya samyak vyavyasitavesa. So there Krishna gives a very interesting definition of what's sadhu. He's saying, if someone misbehaves terribly, it begins like that, apichet su-duracaro, he's not speaking about anacharya, but about the su-duracharya, which means very bad behavior, but still is determined in surrendering to me. That person is a sadhu, Krishna says, because he's like honestly determined in his goal. So Krishna, he's highlighting the honesty of that person. He's not saying a sadhu is someone who is always perfect and does everything without any single mistake. He's saying he may even still behave quite badly, but he's very honest about when he falls down, let's say. He's very honest about his difficulty, his struggles, and he honestly continues trying to worship me. Sadhu eva samantavya, Krishna said. In my opinion, that person is sadhu. You choose if you agree or not with Krishna's opinion. When I say Krishna, I have another opinion, Krishna. But Krishna's opinion is Krishna's opinion. So my point is, in this famous verse, Krishna is defining a sadhu mostly in terms of honesty, not so much in terms of being perfect. But you can be a mess on some level, but at least be honest with your mess. And if you are honest with your mess, as they say, I don't know here, but in the US, God bless this mess. No? Yeah. So honesty, that I'm going to the point of honesty, because to be honest means, again, to be truthful, truth-telling, and that's a form of affection. That's a form of intimacy that we need to remind ourselves about in our community, in our Sangha. We get together to be honest with one another. We are not getting together to make a facade.